After the first round of kilometers needed to get to level 80, getting to level 76 was the next step. So it's 300 kilometers, which is a very challenging task. But not only that, we had to fly back from Barcelona in the middle of this to try to still get it done so that we could use Gigantamax Garbodor Day to max out for the following level. So not only were there time crunches, but there were so many things that we had to overcome along this journey to get to level 76 in Pokemon Go. So let's jump right in. And we are back in Barcelona. Back in Spain, baby. All right, so guys, we are working on the next task, which is gonna be the 300 kilometers, but there's not only just that, right? So if you guys have been following along, you guys know how to do this by now. If not, I'm gonna show you guys here in a second the best way to optimize your kilometers here, especially for, you know, you can walk these, don't get me wrong. Like if I was chilling and hanging out, I would be walking it because you're gonna get a lot more out of here, but I'm speed running these levels right now. So me sitting there and walking all these kilometers while I'm gonna get shinies and all this stuff, I really wanna power through these levels and I can walk and play later, right? That's just kind of where I'm at right now. But on this task, we're also gonna be doing 100 rocket grunt battles, which is something that you have to consider. So the 100 rocket grunt battles is not something you can do with the adventure sync. So you wanna make sure that you're optimizing it. And here we have getting the kilometers in Pokemon Go. If you guys do not know and you haven't seen my other video, if you haven't, you guys want to check this out right here. Okay, so for this, you need the Google Fit app. I haven't tested it on an iPhone yet. I will test it in a later video to see if I can get this to work. I know you guys are like, well, what about Google or iPhones and stuff like that? Well, I'm just trying to be efficient right now, and like testing things and trying to figure stuff out is just not really gonna help us out, right? At least me get to my goal. I will get there. So 10.28 kilometers. I'm doing my Strava over here, guys. If you want to follow me on Strava, I've seen a couple of people comment on my routes and stuff like that. You guys can. I believe my username is just Billy Lutz, just like my Pokemon Go name, aka my name, BILLYLUTZ. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop or pause, and then you click stop over here in Google Fit. So I've done 9 mile per hour average. I've done 6.33 miles. It has taken me 41 minutes. So here's the nuances, guys. Number one, you cannot go over 13 miles an hour or about 25 kilometers per hour. You cannot go over as your average. Number two, Pokemon Go cannot be open in the background. Everything has to be closed. So you have to close out everything in Pokemon Go. Every app is what I suggest doing. Close out every app. Make sure that it is not on low power mode or anything like that. Every app's closed out. Then I lock my phone, then I unlock my phone, and then I open Google Fit, and then I start the workout. Okay, so with this, after I've paused and stopped, I then go into Pokemon Go, and there are glitches sometimes. So this is not always going through exactly as is, but if we have done this properly, we should be getting all of our kilometers, which we did. We should be hatching all of our eggs, which we are, because it's gonna record the adventure sync, and didn't get anything good on that one. Perfect, big smile from our guy. So then if I go in here, we got to 28 kilometers, and I believe I was at around 18 from yesterday. So we have the rocket grunts, so we have 81 left of those, and that I'm just gonna assume that we're gonna get. Steve and I are gonna go out exploring here. The other thing that I'm thinking about that you could have while you're doing this, if you guys have somebody that's like willing to bike with you or whatever, I would call them the spotter, right, for the rocket grunts during this task. So they would be playing their game as normal, and they would just let you know if there is a rocket grunt, as there is right here, so you guys can play. You can keep your kilometer tracking here. Oh wow, it doesn't even have any of my right party in here. It's funny. I obviously don't play on this phone really. See, fire, 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 restaurant, boom, okay, done. And they would be the spotter. And so when they spot a rocket grunt, what you would do is you would pause, you would stop, you clock your kilometers for however long you've went, then you would open your game, you'd get those kilometers pushed through, And then most importantly, you'd be able to battle the grunt, and then you would close everything back out, and then you go again. So it would be one way to kind of fast forward this process if you're trying to do the kilometers, battle the grunts, and make everything go at the exact same time. That would be something that I would suggest doing. I think that would be efficient, but you guys got to do what you got to do. And we're over here just getting smoked by not paying attention from a rocket grunt. My party's not even set up. I'm using the restaurant with dragon breath. It doesn't even have fire fang. We're gonna get through this, guys, together, okay? Trust me, we're gonna win. So today my goal is to clock around 50 kilometers. Tomorrow I might have to put in a little bit of an extra grind. I was able to catch up on a lot of sleep last night, which I desperately needed. I think I slept for like 11 hours last night. I wouldn't say that I have a cold. I usually call it upgrading. My system is upgrading right now, taking through some toxins, getting through everything, because I definitely was feeling a bit under the weather. My back was spasming yesterday a little bit, so it's like, we're just going through it all, man. We're going through it all. All of it's going through for us. But it's okay, guys. We're here to make this happen. And then this grunt is gonna put us at 80 left. 200 Pokemon in a day, and the platinum medals are easy. 200 Pokemon, I just had my plus running, my modded plus. If you guys do want that, in my link tree or in my bio, you guys can check it out. You can get into the Discord, you can get there. There's plenty of places, but my link tree is the easiest way for you guys to get everything. Also has the auto clicker in there as well if you want to order that on Amazon, man. I don't like even tapping with my thumbs anymore. It's just, it really becomes painful after a while. I've done so many battles. Oh no, we didn't catch that. I don't remember what the hundo boosted Swinub is here. But man, this second version of the, what the heck, are we being serious right now? Of the Halloween event with all these costume Pokemons is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Okay, just give me the, dude, why? Two of these? Okay, I'm just using a golden here at this point because I'm just not into it. Swinub. Just stay in the ball, dude. Imagine that's a hundo and I'm just like messing around with it. Yeah, definitely not a hundo. All right, then here's what we do. Close game, close all apps really. Lock phone, reopen phone. Then you're gonna go into the plus here. I'm going to select a bike ride for track workout, bike riding, and then we go. And we have the next round of kilometers to clock. So we're gonna go ahead and stop. So 10 average, 4.2 miles. Not as long as the last one. And then we're gonna open Pokemon Go. And we did Poff and a buddy before we left on lunch and everything like that. So should come through with some KMs here. There we go. I always get a little nervous. I'm not even gonna lie. Every time I open it, I'm just like holding my breath, like please don't glitch. I already did all this stuff and all those kilometers, and then that's gonna put us at a grand total of 39 kilometers. So we are definitely making some headway in. This is the day number 2 right now. Ideally right now, I'll probably get myself to in and around, I'd probably say if I could do 65 to 75. So here's the dilemma that I'm facing right now is I'm gonna have to fly home on Wednesday, and every flight home from Europe right now, one way home flight from Europe was around $1,300, which I think is absolutely insane. So what I found is a flight from Barcelona, thankfully, to Redmond. And the one problem with that is it is a 30-hour flight. Yeah, 30-hour flight. That's probably about 14 hours of travel time where I lay over at Istanbul for many hours. So hopefully they have a lounge. Hopefully we're gonna be able to clock some kilometers in the airport. Maybe I can find a place to put my luggage and do that clocking. But what I'm telling you guys this for is because I need to clock a decent amount of kilometers right now, because on Wednesday we'll be able to clock, but I virtually lose the entire Thursday. I land at 10 p.m. and I'm not gonna be wanting to clock kilometers after I've been traveling for 35 hours. So with that said, we need to keep going. We need to do as many as we can today, tomorrow, which is Tuesday, and then Wednesday before we head out, and then we'll be back in the States. We're gonna be in the States for about 6 days, and then we're heading to Nagasaki, where we're gonna be doing a whole bunch of stuff there. So I'm not sure where in the leveling up process I will be, as I'm checking some shinies here to see if we can get something for you guys, but that's just where we're sitting at right now. So let's keep clocking. We're back into beautiful Barcelona, right by the coastline. I'm telling you guys, Barcelona on the coastline is beautiful, and this biking path just makes this so much easier. And the weather is perfect right now. A tad bit chilly, but much better than be scoldingly hot. I actually have to wear sweatpants right now. And the other funny thing, guys, since I came from Houston, I only packed for a weekend. So I've literally been over here with like 3 shirts, 3 pairs of boxers, 2 pairs of shorts. I don't even have a pair of jeans, and that's pretty much it. A couple pairs of socks. It's been a wild ride. We are now gonna battle Sierra. So I need to get myself one of these shiny Shadow Phoebus. And the one thing I do like about what Pokemon Go has done recently is there was a couple tasks where they say defeat Team Go Rocket members and not grunts. However, along this quest line, it is not that. It is Team Rocket grunts. So I don't know why they chose to start kind of upgrading their system, changing things a little bit, making things better, making more sense out of things for me personally, I think. I mean, if I'm gonna battle a leader and you're not gonna count me towards grunt battles, like that doesn't even make sense. Like they're members, they're Team Go Rocket members. I even think that raids should count. You're beating a member, right? Like you're literally going after Arlo, Cliff, Sierra, a grunt, depending on which tier of raid you're doing. You know, Latias, you're getting Cliff that you're fighting against. I really believe that that needs to count because we're still going after members. Well, yes, it's a raid, it's a rocket raid. So I personally think that it would be worthy to show us that. So I also am gonna show you guys that this doesn't count right now, so just so that we're on the same page, and hopefully we'll get a Phoebus shiny shadow together. And I'm trying to get all these 12-kilometer eggs. I figure if I'm riding my bike, I might as well hatch all these eggs, put on a star piece, and hatch all these 12-kilometer eggs. So nothing there. It is literally Team Go Rocket grunts, which makes no sense to me. I don't get it. I'm not a fan. I also am not the designer of this game. I hopefully am an influencer of this game, but I don't influence apparently as much as I think I can. But guys, check this out. Speaking of Shiny Shadow Phoebus, last night we were able to get one. It is a 50 CP, great looking Shiny Shadow. I'm gonna give it that. And the melodic, I cannot wait to do the evolution. Maybe we'll do it towards the end of this video, honestly, guys, because I'm that excited about. But remember, the IVs are not great because 64 is the hundo. I believe it's 64. So we now have more eggs that we can get. We can get 2 more of them. We're gonna battle some grunts, maybe get ourselves a shiny. Dang, this Teddy Ursa shiny looks amazing. This is a great event, guys. It's just a great event to go out there and play in. Oh, we got a big one. Got that. Oh, and we can do all the evolutions. I can't wait to see what they all look like, man. This is gonna be a great event. Alrighty, guys, we have our last bike ride of the day. It's gonna be 5 miles. Gonna stop this guy, and then we're gonna be opening Pokemon Go. And we push it through, guys. We're gonna hatch an egg, which is gonna be a Chingling, and we're gonna end the day at a grand total of 76 kilometers. Let's go. Over 50 kilometers on the bike today, big dubs. It is the beautiful start to day 3 of our kilometer journey. Day 2 on the biking in Barcelona. Man, I am a bit tired, so I'm gonna go ahead and stop this. I'm gonna go ahead and put the 5 miles in. So we had and just stopped our first ride, average of about 8 miles per hour, about 5 miles, which then we should be able to open Pokemon Go. And I got blocked from an Adventure Sync 12-kilometer egg last night at midnight. It was kind of a bummer. I've been saving up, getting ready to hatch these 12-kilometer eggs with you guys, and that is not what happened. Alrighty, opening the game up. We got all of our clock distance. Let's go. We got our particles right here, which is a huge W. And then how much of that 12-kilometer egg? 7.6. So we did not quite get the ability to hatch. Let's check a couple shinies here because this event is so good right now. I can't wait to walk around and play this event, which I will be doing a little bit later today with Steven. We're gonna go and visit a couple different places around Barcelona, which I'm pretty excited about. I really want to get that Teddy Ursa shiny. Great shiny. There's so many good ones out there, guys. All right, well, we are going to go ahead and put it back on again, which the process is, as a reminder, minimize everything, then go into Google Fit. You're gonna click track your workout, and then you click play. You can change up in here if you're doing different activities, but for us, we are biking. Another 5-mile cruiser done, and if we did this properly, guys, we are going to be sitting on a Sierra. I think I'm about at the right spot here. You pause and stop, and then you open Pokemon Go as always. Come on, Sierra, be right here. Girl, come on. I'm gonna hatch this 12 or 10K egg, and then I will be getting myself Sierra. Okay, Rocket Grunt, we love that. Okay, we pushed all the way through. Here's the 10-kilometer egg. Hatches a shiny or a hundo. Wait, is this the hundo? I think it's the hundo. Oh, no. No, Tick-a-Tink, dude. I want the hundo of that thing so bad. Okay, where is the Sierra? I swear she was sitting right here. Wait, hold on. I need to put my radar on, apparently. I know I have one. Equip yourself, please. Was I right? Sierra, ¿dónde está, chica? Okay, hold on. There's a balloon here. Maybe it'll be Sierra. Is it? It's Cliff. I kind of want Sierra, man. I have a lot of Cliffs. I don't know, dude. What do you think, guys? I mean, to be honest, the Tyranitar is more impactful, so maybe we'll just take the Cliff, and then we'll come back for Sierra. And I did get the Shiny Shadow Phoebus the other day, obviously, in the video, so we're pretty good on that. Let's just go ahead and battle this little Sandshrew right here. We are gonna try to take this guy down as much as we possibly can. Okay, maybe I have Waterfall on this. I do, perfect. That works out great for us. Like I said, I don't battle on this, and none of the battle parties save from phone to phone, which is kind of a bummer. So just know that if you ever have to have a second phone, you're on your work phone, you're out of town, whatever that situation is, you're not gonna have the same phone. Okay, this is not so shabby here. Maybe we'll go with Crunch. I could have done Dragon. I don't know. Neither of them are type effective, stab bonused. Yep, okay, that didn't do so well. Let's go ahead and try this guy. We'll try some outrage action. Maybe that'll hit a little bit harder here. Torterra is actually a unique Pokemon, man. It's actually pretty cool. I actually really like Torterra. I was hoping that it was gonna get a Mega so I could really dive into that thing, but that thing actually slaps. I think it's cool looking. I think it deserves a Mega, and also like it could have a really cool design for that Mega as well. And its typing uniqueness with the ground and the grass kind of defeats some of its normal typings that can be a bit challenging, you know, or easy to take down like that. Like I had the water going into ground and then it mixes with grass and then it's no longer going to be effective against that. So 586 on this Rhyhorn is not it. I would love to get a one of that one too. Let's go ahead and check to see if we can grab ourselves a shiny or two here. One of these times we're gonna grab one. One of these times, guys. One of these times. Pika! Vulpix round 2. Pika round 1. Dang it. I'm actually excited to grind this event. These costumes are great. Okay, Cliff. Let's battle. Bon voyage, Cliff, huh? You want to play against me, huh, Cliff? We'll show you what we got, brother. We got a cold is what we got. Okay, I'm gonna stock up on a little bit of this Mewtwo energy here, and then I'm gonna switch over into this. Ooh, boy, we can't even take a hit. This is gonna kill us. No, that's not great. We didn't even get to an attack off. Okay, we probably might have been... No way, dude. Heal your Lucario. While it is great, it is a bit glassy. What are we going into round 2 with? Okay, we're gonna have some ice types here, so we're good here. As long as it doesn't do too much damage, we'll be able to chalk down its shields and then throw an ice move and still be able to do a decent amount of damage. If this was my Mewtwo with electric on it, this would really hit hard with that Thunderbolt. You know, don't forget that you can get Mewtwo with these types of things on it. See what the Ice Beam will do on this Mewtwo. And not quite enough damage that we were hoping, but we could probably get another Ice Beam off here, guys. Another Ice Beam. There we go. I would love to get like, you know, a high IV Shadow Larvitar. If not a Hundo, you know, that would be just amazing. I would love to max that thing. On the back end, we have a Tyranitar, which is not gonna fare well against that Mewtwo. We don't have anything that's gonna do well against it, but we do have a Kyogre, which is tanky. It does have Surf. Does not have the special move that I am forgetting what the name of it is right now, Origin Pulse, but it should still do enough damage for this Pokemon. It does charge a little bit faster, does do a little bit less damage, and honestly, guys, I would like to use all my Elite TMs on a video for you guys, so I can do that together, because I have about 20 plus of those things. There's the 12-kilometer egg, which means we are going to incubate all of these, and we are going to get a 341 is not it. I believe the Hundo to be in the 390s, if I'm not mistaken. And I also need to figure out where is this Sierra. So next time we're over here, if we need a 12-kilometer egg, we can go and battle her, because I know I could get the shiny Shadow Wobbuffet. I'm just not really into it. I think it's cool color-wise, but that's about it. Yep, there you go. Alrighty, guys. Well, I don't have a radar now to be able to check that. So I would assume that it's probably just up a little bit further, but now it is time to do what is doing best, and that is earn Stardust in Pokemon Go, guys. This is a great way to earn Stardust. Anytime you need to earn Stardust, just go ahead and throw on, especially when you are with 2x Hatch Stardust, which is a bonus in the Battle Pass right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit all of these on for us. I'm gonna go ahead and start biking. I am good. All right, guys, let's start again. Where can they find you?
Instagram, TikTok, YouTube.
All right, guys, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, that's where you find it. Let's go, brother.
Thank you, bro.
Everything was going great on day number 3, except we ran into a slight problem. Our battery on our e-bike died because I thought that I had more juice than I had, and it is no longer going to be operating. So now, guys, we are pedaling without the e-bike assist right now. We're going to go grab a little bit of honest greens. You know how we do it in Spain. I know everybody's like, well, that's so boring. It's like, but for me, it's like, I really value feeling good. You know, like that is my #1 thing. And here's the thing, guys, the more you eat healthy, the better you feel. The better you feel, the more aware you become. And the more aware you become, the less desire you have to eat food that's not gonna make you feel very well. So that's just how the world works, right? Especially when it comes to your body. Your body really likes to be treated well. The more you treat it well, the less it's interested in consuming poisons, which is gonna be the thing that I'm teaching on my nutrition program. I'm so excited to share with so many people, just to make you more aware of what you're eating and what's around you and all the poisons and how to make yourself healthier. So we are just gonna be biking back. Then we'll probably do a little walking as the battery charges. Then Steven and I, like I said, are gonna go up to the top of Spain, basically in Barcelona, and have some fun. So let's eat. Oh. As we are waiting for our food, let's go ahead and stop this. So this one was a little bit longer because I was not actually doing it the whole time, okay? And I forgot to stop, so now let's go ahead and open Pokemon Go and push through the kilometers. Hopefully we'll be able to hatch all of these 12-kilometer eggs on a star piece, which would be very, very helpful. Star piece is on, and yes, 12-kilometer eggs, guys. What can we get here? Maybe something good, maybe a shiny. Let's see how much Stardust we're gonna get. So this is a full 12 rack on a star piece with the 2x hatch bonus that's in the Go Pass for October. Come on, baby, 87,000. Where are we gonna end up? 100,000. Remember, each egg does vary depending on what you're hatching there, right? So like, you know, it could be a few thousand all the way to 15-ish thousand, 165,000 Stardust in 12-kilometer eggs. I mean, that is nothing to overlook. And 96,000 XP, that's actually pretty impressive right there. Let's go ahead and check to see if we got a female on the Salandits. Nope, no shiny around that time. And this might be a Hundo Strudel, I'm not gonna lie here. Ah, it's not, dang it. Okay, everything else, I'm just gonna go ahead and check everything just so we know. Not Hundo. I know that's 852 or 1. I forget which one exactly it is, but it's not those ones. Not Strudel. Okay. Nope. Close. And non-female. But hey, the Stardust is worth it. And we do have a rocket we can battle that can add on. And we also have a Giratina raid that we're probably gonna do here. So we'll go ahead and jump into this battle. No, all the ghost stuff is not here. Where's the ghosts? I gotta run back inside here in a second. I think this is like 43 rocket battles today. Oh no, that thing is wrecking me, dude. Do I not have a ghost attack on that? Anyway, I might have to redo this. Real quick, with the overlay for the Halloween, check this out. I'm gonna quick scan over the map. This is last night. Tell me if you see any rocket, any of them. Any members? Okay, so the point here that I'm trying to make is that this is extremely hard to say. Okay, so there's one right there. You barely see it tweaking. The other one is right there in that Pokestop I haven't spun directly in front of us. That's how challenging it is to see these. I do have one right over here that I'm able to go get. Wait, hold on. No, I actually think I might have already done that one. So when I'm trying to find these rockets with the Halloween overlay, it's extremely challenging because they don't change color. Okay, there's one right over there. Let's go hit that. You literally have to, oh, and there's one right there. You have to slowly scan over this map, and there's another one. So there's 3 actually right there. 1, 2, 3. The great thing about the normal overlay is that they're dark blue as opposed to light blue. However, since they skinned over the entirety of the map in orange for their Pokestops, there is no dark orange, which is a bit of a bummer. It would have been really nice to have that right now. As of right now, we have 47 grunts done, which Steven and I are about to go explore and do a bunch of those. So hopefully we'll get to close to around 100. And then 300 kilometers, 118 of that done. So we're about 1/3 of the way there. We got a lot to do today. A little bit more grinding on the bike tonight, and this fly is just not leaving me alone. And then tomorrow, before I fly out at 6 o'clock, I have to put in a ton of kilometers. We're gonna go grab that grunt right there, or maybe it disappeared. That's the one thing about these grunts too. It's like you don't really know when they're disappearing, so you can walk all the way over somewhere and then they disappear. But look at all those leaders in that line right there. So we have Arlo and Cliff. Guys, like I said, I just don't really care about collecting random shinies. It's just not really my thing. And I'm having trouble just going after Arlo right now when I have Cliff out here with Larvitar. I really would like to get a good quality shiny shadow Larvitar, or even just a shadow Larvitar at that, to be quite honest with you guys. So I'm gonna go in here, and he does have bite, so it's gonna be an easy cleanup for the Lucario. I love Lucario, man. I did max out, if you guys don't know, over 5, I think I have maybe 6 Lucarios maxed out. I'm not 100%, I'm close to that. Reason being is that he gets a bunch of secondary moves that I pair up with Power Up Punch so I can take on different rockets. So this one in specific has Blaze Kick. It could also honestly, or this one has Aura Sphere, sorry. Depending on which type of grunts and leaders I'm going after, I put different Lucarios in there, and then I name all of them. Luca, and then AS is for Aura Sphere, BK is for Blaze Kick. It also gets Thunder Punch, which is TP. This one I don't think I actually named, but just so you guys know, that's what I do. I really fight with Lucario quite a bit. Okay, so this one's a unique one. This one's coming in with Lux Ray. You don't see that too often, but I have 2 Power Up Punches, and then I'm gonna hit with Aura Sphere, which is gonna hit it neutral, but it is a stab boost because of the fighting type, so it should hit it pretty good, just like that. That's why Lucario is just such a beast against these grunts and these leaders, because they get stunned for a couple seconds, and those turns really eat up these leaders. So come on, Larvitar, let's get ourselves a good one right now. We would love a shiny Shadow, a 12-kilometer egg. We're just gonna keep, as we're fighting grunts, just get all those, and 362, not yet. We are on the way with Stevie to the top of Barcelona, and we got ourselves an XXL
Lucky
Pikachu.
dog.
Look at this, costume XXL Pikachu.
What a lucky dog.
That's a W, man. No, oh man, it literally broke out of a great ball with a golden Raz. Scary.
Major dubs in the chat.
Dubs in the chat. Scary, scary, scary to lose this shiny. That would be a bummer.
It's the only shiny I want, really.
Yeah, you were talking about that yesterday. And it is a 0-star, but still XXL, man. That thing is huge, bro. Look how big that thing is.
Barcelona is the coolest place ever, isn't it?
It is literally the coolest place ever. Guys, also while we were out, we got the shiny costume Teddy Ursa and 2 Noibats as well. So that pretty much gets all of the shinies for the event that we need. And we got a lot of grinding to do, and we're about to go see some epic stuff, right?
Yeah.
Where are we going?
Plaza España.
See you there. And we're off at Plaza de España. Guys, look at this freaking place. How many gyms is this, bro?
Look at this freaking place. Dude,
that's
Billy
like,
never even
I've never
heard
been here, bro.
about it.
This is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
I just
6,
hatched-
7, 8, 9, 10 gyms.
I just hatched 8 10Ks and just got nothing.
Absolutely nothing. All right, well, I guess let's just jump into a Latias as we go towards this. Since we made it to the top, we might as well do a rocket battle up here. We have a Sierra that we could potentially get a shiny Shadow Phoebus. What an epic spot that would be to get this. Man, look at that, dude. I mean, come on, that is crazy right now. All right, Phoebus, be shiny and be Shadow. You always want something good from a location like this so you can kind of commemorate it, because if it's not good, I ain't keeping it. That's my motto. If it ain't good, I ain't keeping it. Oh, these rocket battles push you to sleep sometimes, I swear. I need to put the Shadow Ball one in this one. This one's kind of hard because it has a blaze. It usually has a scissor at the end, so it does make sense to have the blaze kick. But this Miss Magius seems to show up quite frequently, to be honest. Come on, we got this. Almost there. We'll see what happens on the back end here. All right, 3, 2, 1, and the last Pokemon. Is it going to be a scissor? It is not. Oh, it's a Houndoom on this one. Yep, that's my bad. So that's why the Ghost doesn't work on this one. Scissor is the Arlo. That one would be more for the blaze kick. But we should be able to take this down right here, and bye-bye. All right, guys, one for the memories. Please be a shiny Shadow. Shiny Shadow Phoebus, please, please, please. Give us the 12K, battling our grunts, and not Shadow. And it's not good. That's a bummer. All right, let's see what the grounds look like. I haven't really been able to see the grounds yet. All right, the plus doing some work. We got a grunt to be able to battle over here. That is that crazy place with those gyms, and this is what it looks like on top. We have view number 2, so I can show you guys this crazy dude. Look what's going on right now, okay? So I have Pokemon, everything looks normal, but guess what? It's literally an invisible ball that only has like the trace trail of it as it's being thrown. The ball is actually not there. Like, what the heck is going on, dude? I've never seen this glitch before. Check this, bro, check this. Literally no ball. Watch. But you see the thing being spun. You just see the trail of the ball. Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy. It's not just a one-time thing.
Yeah, I thought it would just totally glitch out.
Pokemon.
No, nothing. And then just right there. Like watch, you just watch the ball, just the spinning part of it.
I saw the ball for a second there.
You only see like the actual like shadow of it, which is wild. Who knows? Maybe it's just a Plaza glitch. Who knows? It is now Spotlight Hour, and we're gonna try to get a Sinistea shiny. So we are using Spatial Rend with some lures up on top, up here. What is this place again, Steven? Plaza España. So we're on top of the Plaza España, and we have some lures. The funny thing is these Sinesteas, they almost look like just like pebbles on the ground, so it's kind of hard to see it, especially with light, you know, like with it being dusk too, and the game's kind of changing over, and it's just this little cup with a little purple on top, and you just gotta wait and see the actual like ping to see it.
All these like lure things.
Yeah, all the like confetti coming from the lure, like it's just really confusing. Yeah, like literally couldn't even see. Oh, I got the shiny.
No way.
I did.
Let's see.
Oh, it's fire.
Let me see.
Let's go, dude. Okay, we accomplished the mission, guys. That is actually a fire shiny. I was hoping to be able to get one of these in Spotlight Hour on top of the Plaza de España. We actually got a win, dude. That is crazy.
Dude, your account is cracked.
Yeah, I'm experiencing some crackage right now on the account. Hey, but we've been putting in that work, you know, so we deserve it. Oh, it's a 15, 12, 9. Honestly, not that bad. If it was an authentic form, it would have made it insane. You know about that, right? When you appraise it, it'll tell you if it's an authentic form or if it's a phony form. And the authentic is really rare. There's just like a dot on the bottom, like an authentication dot on the bottom of the pot. All right, so we're gonna check to see, maybe we can get 2 shinies here, guys. That was insane. I'm so stoked that we got that. That was literally the goal. I don't think that I have an authentic one yet.
Bro, they're really hard to see.
Yeah, I know. Keep clicking, bro. They're literally everywhere. Like you don't realize it, but they're actually just everywhere.
Yeah, I know.
These steps are really hard to sit on, huh? Come on, don't fail me now, internet, please. We're trying to get this shiny for everybody. Okay, shiny number 2 coming in, hopefully. If I get 2 shinies, Stevie, then what?
Then that's crazy.
45. We are trying to use some berries on these. These are not the most easy to come by. This is actually the first time it's been in the wild, guys. So that's why whenever I see something that was in raids come into the wild, you know, I don't expect it to be around all the time. So I try to take full advantage of what's going on around us. And that is just one of the ways to play Pokemon Go when you get the opportunity, like when, you know, Shinx had a calm day, you know, that Pokemon doesn't spawn too often, Clink, you know, things like that. Clink's been featured more than not, but I'm literally just clicking into the confetti and just hitting Sinesteas. I try to take advantage because, like I said, you don't know when they're going to disappear and how long they're going to be gone for. Things like Mudbray, and Mudbray's not out yet, but you know, like the, what's the Go-Goat, Skiddo? Things like that. Whenever you have an event, you see those things, Pinap them, use the Mega Level 3 that's gonna match their typing. That's why we have a Sableye Mega out right now to match the Ghost Sinistea typing. I'm curious to see, do you guys think that we will find an authentic form when we are catching all these Pokemon? I'm really curious to see if we do, and I will check in with you guys towards the end of the video. Obviously, we're just gonna be doing this for quite a while. This place is really producing some spawns right now. We will move in a bit, but probably after these lures are done. All right, guys, well, I thought I was filming something right here, but anyway, we just got ourselves a shiny Shadow Latias from that last raid that we did. 1950 is the CP, 14, 9, 10. Not the best, not the worst, but we are right by the Catedral. Day number 2 begins, guys. Okay, so first of all, before I show you this, well, check this out. We got ourselves the shiny Shadow Phoebus. Again, love it. Weather boosted. I don't know what the IVs are, the weather boosted hundo. So we're gonna check that out in a second. But before that, quick little story time. I'm riding down this path right here, right? Bike path. And apparently like buses or cabs or cars that need to drop stuff off, I think. But it says it's a bike path, and I don't know what that's about. Anyway, I'm riding down this bike path. This dude literally, so like right here, right, there's like tree, lamp, curb, is not paying attention, walks here, right, I'm like, he's gonna pay attention, right? Like I'm slowing down a little bit. He walks full speed right in front of me. I have to slam both my brakes on, but I have to grab both handlebars, right? So the bike flips over, is flipping over. And luckily, like I'm athletic enough that I can just step off the bike and walk away as the bike crashes and I don't run into this old guy. It was crazy. I wish I had that on video because that would have been crazy. But after story time, let's catch this Phoebus and see what we have here. Also, we need to go over some of these cups that we got last night. We did get some authentic forms, which is cool. I didn't go and see how many I got, but I know I got at least 2 of them before that. So let's go ahead and check the IVs of this one. Oh, a 14, wait, is that almost a 14-10 10.9. That's okay. That was probably the other one that we were going after. So here's where we're at today after all the walking and everything last night. 141 kilometers, so we're almost halfway there. 65 grunt battles, which is a little bit more concerning to me than the other ones. But here's the thing, guys. The next level that I'm for pacing this is 100 max battles. This weekend is Garbodor Day, G-Max, on Saturday, which means I could do 20 remotes on Friday, 20 remotes on Saturday, which is 40. Then I'm gonna be able to do probably at least another 20 in person, so that's a grand total of 60. So I have to hit this level 77 by Friday. But here's the problem. I am gonna be flying home tonight at 6:30. I know I sound pretty bad, but like I'm definitely already working through all this, but it's gonna suck. My flight is 36 hours because everything coming out of Europe one way was around $1,500 to $2,000. So the real situation is, how am I gonna get 160 kilometers, which today is why I'm out here right now. I need to get 160 kilometers, 159 to be exact, before basically Friday at 4 or 5, 6, 7, 8, I mean, whatever the time is, right? Like before that time goes over, so I can participate in Europe's or in Australia's and get some of the remote raids on Friday before this happens. Ooh. It's gonna be a mission, but guys, we're up for it. We're gonna try to clock at least 50 today, then I could do 100 on Friday. But I am losing my entire Thursday. I will be in the Istanbul airport. I can walk some in there, but I'm gonna have bags and stuff with me as well. So it's gonna be a challenge, but we're gonna do our best to make this happen. We have to make this happen. There's no questions about it. Even if I have to wake up at 6 a.m. on Friday after I've flown for 36 hours and ride my bike for 100 kilometers, it's gonna happen. Back to the good old beach, and 4 miles and 32. Go ahead and stop that in our Google Fit app. Go ahead and pop up Pokemon Go. Today's gonna be a bit of a challenge for me, guys. I gotta film a video for a tip video. Gotta get as many kilometers as done. I gotta do some rocket battles because man, oh man, when I get back, I'm missing an entire day. So that's gonna be a bit challenging. I'm like literally kind of thinking about it. And I rode 140 kilometers in 7 hours one time, and it was, you know, in that other video. And that was ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. So clocking all those kilometers, getting a Groudon candy right there. We did puff in our Groudon. We probably will be hatching some eggs here soon. Let's go ahead and see where the kilometers is gonna put us at. 148, so just under 1/2 of the distance right now. We're gonna get a Munchlax. Why did they take Riolu out of 5Ks? It was the best thing they ever did. The best thing they ever did in the game, and they take it out almost immediately. Like, I don't understand that. Makes absolutely no sense to me. But hey, maybe we'll influence that back. But here we are, Barcelona. Here's the boardwalk that we're riding all along, and it's time to continue on. You already know this view by now, and we're riding out here. We're facing a little bit of a dilemma. It's actually raining. Not hard, but it is a little cold. I need to go back and grab a hoodie. Gotta clock these kilometers, so rain, shine, downpour, snow, whatever the conditions are, we're gonna be out here in them doing this. So I'm sure that I'll probably pay for this at some point, but you gotta put in what you gotta put in, man. Sometimes you just gotta get done, you know? Okay guys, we are stopping for some lunch. Obviously you know where we're at, so we had a about 35-minute bike ride, 6 miles, under 13 miles per hour. Then we're gonna open Pokemon Go so we can push this distance through. And I will say, with all the adjustments, it's been working perfect, okay? So it has to be under that 13 miles per hour. Has to, or 25 kilometers per hour. It just cannot go over that, and then it's pretty much flawless. So we got this. Now we're sitting at a grand total of 178 kilometers. I'm trying to get to 220 today so that when I get back, I know I'm gonna be tired. I'll only have 80 kilometers to do before we switch over into the Garbodor max battle day, which then is gonna be what we're doing for that next round of task, which would be the level 77 task for the 100 max battles on this next one. Still have 25 grunts to go. Power up 7 Pokemon, easy. Make 10 trades over 300 kilometers, super easy. The 100 max battles on this one is gonna be challenging. And then that turns us into the 400 kilometers, which hopefully I could put a massive dent in that before, because if I do this properly, I could potentially hit level 77 on Saturday evening, which then I could clock some kilometers on Saturday night, Sunday, Monday, and then I leave on Tuesday for Nagasaki. So that's the ultimate goal here right now. This might be one of the last times I'm able to clock some kilometers right now. Whew. Get ready to go. I had to take my shirt off, man. It's just wanted to get a little sun before I go back to the States, you know? Like the States are, they're definitely something, that's for sure, right now. So it's like probably in the 40s to maybe low 50s. So 197 kilometers, that means we're about 200 kilometers. I would assume that by the time I'm home, I'm probably gonna be in and around 220 kilometers, which is perfect. 80 kilometers in a day is definitely doable. We've done a great amount today. A great amount, especially with the time given, and it is 1:53. My plane takes off at 6:30 tonight as I'm checking some shinies just to see if we can grab one for you guys together. And the most important part is that I got to get there a little early. It's a hectic flight, so I need to check in, and then we're going to be on our way to Istanbul, and that's going to be where we hopefully get some rockets and the such. So we're going to ride back here, grab some food and the such. Ooh, a rocket grunt, which is perfect for us because we are also needing that as well. That is like much closer. Some of these tasks are a lot closer because of how I'm multitasking many of these things and I can't have my game open at the same time, but we are going to grind it. We've got our Rayquaza done with as far as the buddy hearts go, and then we are on to grabbing some food, getting ready for the airport, and then heading there. We have made it to the Istanbul airport. So we are currently in a lounge right now. Our flight is not going to take off for another 7 hours. So I'm definitely going to try to get some sleep here. We're in a crazy layover just to get back, but try to get ourselves a shiny real quick. And 3, hopefully our guy, by doing this, will clock us some kilometers while we sit here. But realistically right now, this is where we're at. 221, 81 grunts defeated. Sorry, I'll leave that up a little longer. Didn't mean to go so fast. But the Istanbul airport is crazy beautiful. This place is like a polished mall, like a high-end polished mall. There's obviously all the high-end stores, but not only that, like they do a really good job at taking care of this. So we're gonna see, oh, we did get a kilometer, nice. Maybe we'll be able to use this to our advantage. And then we're also gonna claim our 7-day streak right now, 2,000 Stardust, 20 Pokeballs. Don't be so generous with us. Would you like to use a lucky egg for 3,000 XP, guys? Apparently our guy does. Hold on, we wanna see what it is. An Alakazam encounter, wow. Okay, well, at least it can be a shiny because it does have a mega, but besides that, that is kind of a waste of an encounter a bit. So our Groudon is gonna keep exploring. We're gonna go ahead and collect this. We're gonna go ahead and spin some stops. We're gonna get our Groudon excited very soon, and then we are going to pass out. So until then, I was thinking about honestly like walking around a lot and trying to clock some kilometers, and furthermore trying to get a shiny, like play a little shiny challenge in the middle of this. But guys, like I need to be rested and prepared for this weekend because Friday is going to be crazy, Saturday is going to be crazy, and then if all goes well, I would be able to get through level 76 on Saturday, and we would be at level 77. So then we would have to do all this and get through that, and then that starts the 400 kilometers, and then we're on a plane to Japan. So we got to put as much concentrated effort into this as we possibly can right now. We are on our way to the gate, and I thought I wasn't gonna be able to leave the airport, but we got ourselves a shiny mime, none other than the shiny mime. So we can officially leave the airport right now, even though I wasn't even doing this challenge. But low-key, like as I'm walking through and clicking on all this stuff, I'm like, this would be epic if I was able to get a shiny before I left. So just like that, mime 1460 is an absolute 0-star. I have been clicking on these Froakies though. This is something that tickles my fancy a little bit more than a mime shiny. But hey, it is a genuine mime shiny coming from Istanbul, which is cool. I've never been to Istanbul outside of the airport. This is like my 3rd time being in this airport. Super nice. Was able to get maybe like an hour and a half of sleep. So it's better than nothing. We're not feeling too shabby right now, but I'm sure in what, 12 hours when we land in LA, we might be feeling a little bit different, but we got the shiny. It's time to get to the airport. It's time to get back to the States. We have officially made it to LA, done a rocket battle. How many of these are going to be? I don't know, maybe it's not gonna tell us. Please tell us. And we made it to LA, we're doing a rocket battle. Let's see if it is going to tell us how many of the 100 we have done. Can't believe we're not done with that yet. But I think I just saw a balloon come in. Go wild area, nice. Okay, explore 1 kilometer. I don't know why this is all happening right now. This is really weird. What is going on here? Strange. Anyway, well, that's cool. I swear I just had a balloon too, and apparently I don't. So this is where we're currently sitting at, walking through the airports and stuff. 233 out of 300, which we're gonna have to get up early tomorrow and do. We have 12 grunts left, and we have to make our way over to the gate right now. Not really, I'm still here for another 2 hours and 30 minutes, and I am so fried, dude. I'm so fried. I do wanna do that route. But do I want to leave the airport for that route? I don't know. Maybe there's another one I can do. Goodness gracious. I got nothing left, guys. Nothing left. Nothing but conserving my energy to get me there. All right, well, let's try to find some rocket battles and get on the airplane and get home. This is the strangest thing ever because I just had my buddy excited. I've been sitting in the lounge forever. Still Thursday. Literally was about to leave and go do a route, but now my buddy's not excited. I had a balloon come in at like 5 o'clock. I don't know if my like game time zones are tweaking or whatever was happening, but that was really strange. It was like everything was here and then it wasn't. The balloon came through, the balloon left. As soon as I went to film, I got a daily streak somehow of something. I got like I just spun a first Pokestop. Dude, I really don't know what just happened. That was so strange. And I just got a daily adventure egg too. It's 5:30 p.m. And Thursday was also when I was in Istanbul, so I'm lost for words right now, guys. I don't know. We were able to find 2 rocket battles here, guys. We ran up to the front. Some lovely ladies are watching our bags right now, and hopefully they're safe because there's a lot of stuff in there, but hey, I got the camera, so that's all that matters. 91 rocket grunts. There should be another one sitting like literally right here. Got a quick catch that. And I got to go up a little bit, just a little bit. Come on, get me there. Okay, that will be 92, guys, 92. This one is a ghost grunt. It makes everything so much easier for us when we could just get these things done, you know. Alrighty, Ghastly. Easy enough. Don't know why the camera wants to keep turning that way. So this will get us to 92. That means 8 more, which is exactly perfect. I mean, long bike ride. I'm sure I'll find 8 grunts between now, probably on the way home, honestly, and then tomorrow. The grind starts probably in the morning. I'm gonna need some rest, but I gotta get this done. So even if I need to wake up a little early and be tired and then take a nap, that's what it's gonna have to be. But I'm gonna need enough rest to make sure that I get to Nagasaki properly. So, 237 for kilometers and 92. Apparently we're having trouble walking here. Perfect. Back to good old-fashioned Oregon, guys. Good old-fashioned Oregon. Not my favorite conditions to be doing this in. It says that it's like 70 degrees outside. That is an absolute lie. All right, hopefully my game is gonna reestablish itself here after yesterday's little kerfuffle here. Okay, apparently we're hatching an egg, so that's cool. We're always down for a little bit of extra stuff here. All right, so where we're currently at, guys, we are at 6 grunts left. We need 62 kilometers, and we have to get this done before Australia hits Garbodor, at least an hour in, okay? An hour into when Australia is going up against the Gigantamax Garbodor, so I can start jumping into those battles. So that's the goal here today. I'm gonna do that. Apparently, guys, I'm just gonna be real with you. If I don't sound like I'm doing too well, it's because I'm not. I'm not feeling great right now, but this has got to get done. So we have the bike ready to go. Okay, got the tracking. Unfortunately, it's not gonna be tracking kilometers, but I am gonna be tracking our Strava here in a second. All right, and we are gonna go after another grunt, which would put us to a grand total of 5 grunts left. So every time that we do open our stuff, I will be trying to find some grunt battles. Like I said, normally when you guys are doing this, if you're not doing it during the Halloween event, love the Halloween event, but the overlay for the stops just makes it really challenging to be able to see the rocket grunts because it's just a bouncing one. It doesn't have any different color or hue. It's not darker, it's not dark orange. It's literally just the exact same. So that's what makes it a bit challenging here. Let's see if maybe I can throw a blaze kick real quick and get this done with. Be awesome if Lucario would get some more moves, but I mean, it already gets a diverse amount, but just for this muck here, man, this thing is not my favorite thing to fight against. All right. Well, there we have it. We're going to take down this grunt. Maybe we'll get a shiny shadow Carvana, and there we have it. So we are going to be biking for hours. Not sure exactly how long this is going to take us. We have the miles per hour, so I can't really go over 12. So 5 left for the grunts, and then we are on to the next. It is not a shiny shadow, but that's actually not a bad one, to be honest with you guys. Pretty good, actually. Yeah, 15, 14, 8. So not the best, but definitely not the worst. Let's go ahead and just look around this area. We're going to be doing a lot of riding throughout the neighborhoods, but I will have to go probably closer to some stops to make sure that we are able to get everything that we need to do. Okay, and it is 1 p.m. Guys, I was just not feeling my best. And there we go. All right, Strava, record the final for level 75. Let's make it happen. ride number 1. So maybe we're riding a little slow, guys. I don't really know exactly what's going on here, but it says that I'm riding under 30, an average of 8. So maybe my odometer is off a bit. I can definitely go a bit faster, because I was watching the Strava and it was saying I was only going like 18, but here it says I'm going 13 miles an hour. So that can't be right. So that is good to know. And number 1, pushing everything through, accidentally clicking on a Pokemon. Alrighty. See if we could, oh, there's a rocket. Okay, we hatching an egg, tink-a-tink. Okay, we'll go ahead and grab one of those. And do we have a leader? I think I have a leader. Yeah, I turned it off so that I could get a balloon with a rocket last night, but it didn't come at midnight when I got home. Okay, so that was way slower than I had hoped. 2:45 though, so 55 more kilometers. Alrighty, guys, there's 2 grunts right there. That is perfect for us, and potentially a leader around here that we can grab as well. See, leaders, yep, let's get it. Check out my super bug, eh? Okay, this will be at 96, 97, and then 3 more. Hopefully we'll be able to grab this before we leave. I cannot be down here, guys. I'm gonna have to be in the neighborhood because it's actually really windy. Like, not really windy, but it's a bit windier down here, and that wind is chilly. I gotta go back home and get some gloves because this ain't gonna work. And it's definitely not 68. I asked the Echo what temperature was outside. It said 68. I don't know if it was confused thinking that I'm still in Dana Point, but definitely 58 and probably feels like 50. The one thing about living in a high desert is it does get much chillier. Rocket number 96. Rocket Man. I normally would just go over there and beat the leader first, but I don't want these to disappear, and it seems like the rockets, I've been having a little bit not the greatest luck with the rockets. It's like every time I see them, they're just disappearing really fast. So I don't really want that to be the case. I need to get these 2 done. Can't be getting all of the kilometers and then still have not done 100 rocket battles, which is definitely not nearly as challenging. All right, ball toy, not even worth filming. But 97. The next round is done for a grand total of 10 miles per hour average for 5 miles. And now let's open Pokemon Go. I was able to find 2 more grunts too, guys, 2 more grunts. So we have a grand total of 1 grunt left. Oh, that's such a good feeling. This is not fun for me at all right now, guys. I'm just gonna be super honest with you. I'm not enjoying myself. Okay, the kilometers got pushed through, thank goodness, because if one of those things go wrong, dude, I might just have a meltdown. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna have a meltdown. Okay, 253, 47 kilometers left. Okay, this is more like it. Just trying not to get any further sick. So went back, put on 2 more shirt layers, another layer of socks, and anything else? A new jacket. And then I put my hood up and I zipped my coat all the way up. Oh yeah, and I got gloves. Okay, now I'm not used to riding this bike without hands. So yeah, this is gonna be our next at least 2 hours here. Things we do for competition. Pokemon Go, you know? Sometimes it makes me wonder, like, what am I doing with my life, man? It's gonna be worth it though. We found the last grunt, guys, not too far from the house. Okay, so here's my strategy so I don't feel like I'm getting sicker, just so you guys know. I ride for about 30 minutes, then I go back inside, I warm up a little bit, and then I come back outside. All right, so that's the situation. So just so you guys know, it might take me a little bit longer, but I'm okay with that because going in there and laying, I have a amethyst crystal infused heating pad that's called a biomat. If you guys ever need some energy harmonizing relaxer, man, this thing is incredible. I lay on the biomat, warms me up, and then I come back outside. So that's a strategy right now, and it's the best I can do at this moment. And then once this video ends, we're gonna try to hit the next level in 24 hours. So should be doable. The main things are the battles. So the battles, maybe I was thinking about, maybe I was gonna probably drive for that one, go and drive and hit 20 max battles today along with the remote, so that's 40. And then if I did another 20 tomorrow, remotes 20, and then in-person 20, that would be a grand total of 100, and that would get me to the next level, which is 400 kilometers. And I'm really not looking forward to that. But at least in Nagasaki, it looks like it's gonna be a little bit warmer than it is here. So 40 kilometers left and we are done, baby, let's go. And the next one, done for an average of 11.26. So we're getting a little bit better with our averages. And of course we got to open Pokemon Go, push it through, push it through, push it through. Give me the kilometers. All right, wow, all of that distance for 1 2-kilometer egg, guys. That's epic. I actually need to get a couple more eggs here because that's crazy. 2, give me a 10. No, not a 10, huh? Really? How about this? And another 5. Alrighty. Well, we got that through, and how many more? Please be a good amount. 27, guys, 27, we're almost there. I'm so grateful. We just got back from what might be the final ride of the day, guys, the final ride. 57 minutes, 7 miles average. And as always, we have to open Pokemon. Please, please, please give me the 200. Let us hit the next level. Are we gonna hit the next level? No, I don't think we did. No, I need 6 kilometers, dude. There's no way. All right. 6 more kilometers, guys. I'm gonna eat some dinner and then I'm back after it. I actually rode to the grocery store. I might as well do something productive. I'm like, I gotta go to the grocery store. I rode all the way there. I'm not sure how much you guys can see me, but it's actually Halloween right now. We're out here and it's obviously dark. And we're clacking these last kilometers. It's gonna be about 7:45, so I'm probably gonna go out and try to do a couple max battles after this. I'm not really sure exactly how many I'm gonna be able to get done, and then obviously I need to make sure I get into these remotes for the Scarborough, because that's ideally the most beneficial max battles you can do, right? And I get 20 of them, so. I believe that this is the last one of the 300 here. 22 minutes, 11 miles per hour average, and time to open Pokemon Go. And please let us hit level 76. Please, 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 please. Are we there? We're there. We did it. Let's go, man. Let's go. Okay, level 76 in Pokemon Go is, so 2,300 Pokemon caught, 1,400 stops visited, and 301 distance. We are going to be getting 1 rare candy, premium battle pass, a lucky egg, 20 max potions, 30 ultra balls, and 25 pineapple berries. Honestly, don't really think that's too great of the rewards. Okay, so here is what the strategy looks like for the next level, guys. Okay, so we got Garbodor. People are already after it, so that's what we're doing today. So we already hit the platinum medals. Power up a Pokemon 7 times to their max CP, which I have a folder for that. Make 10 trades with Pokemon caught at least 300 kilometers apart, which is gonna be super easy, especially since we're coming back from Barcelona. You can also hatch another great one to be able to do that is to get gifts from people outside of your area. Okay, you can add them online. You can get into my Discord, discord.gg/trainerclub. And then you open those 7-kilometer eggs, you walk them, and then you hatch them. Or if somebody traveled anytime, I mean, it's so easy to be able to do this. So that will be easy to be able to complete. But the most important one is the 100 max battles, and that's why we are perfectly on time right now. A little bit late, but that seems to be kind of the way that these leveling things go up. Stuff sometimes doesn't track properly and everything like that. So this is going to be 100 max battles, which we are going to start getting into the Gigantamax Garbodor in Pokemon Go. So we are good to go. That is the level complete. There are 2 things that I haven't addressed yet. Okay, so for today, we did 3 hours, 27 minutes, 71 kilometers, big win. We're gonna go ahead and finish this. This is finale 300 km level 76 ride. Let's go. Okay, that is done. That's Barcelona. Where's our recent one? Okay, there it is. Guys, we literally rode, look where we rode. We rode so far to the grocery store. Okay, that's crazy. Number 2, we did get a shiny Teddy. Dang it, one of these times. We're gonna click on this thing, it's gonna be shiny for us. We didn't address the Synestes from Spotlight Hour, remember? So we need to go through all of these and see if we have authentic forms in here. Okay, some are from Los Angeles. Obviously, we can see that. Well, that's crazy. I don't think this thing is any good, but I'm still gonna just go ahead and favorite that. I don't know why I do that, but I just do. So we have some from Turkey in the airport. All right, Barcelona, guys, because we're gonna transfer these, and I'm really curious to see how much candy we're gonna get from transferring a good amount of these Synestes. Oop, there was one. Okay, 1 antique. A lot of phony ones out there. I am telling you, we are like in China trying to find an authentic purse right now. This is just not easy. Really cool if you could search for this. If you guys can search for this and you know how, just let me know in the comments below. That'd be super helpful. Wow. Whoa, there's 1, 2, 3. Almost back to back on that one. 4, we already got that one saved. 5, 6, any more? You got an unremarkable? Is that good? I don't even know if that's good or not, to be honest. All right, that is it. So I'm gonna go ahead and maybe transfer, like, I wanna transfer too many of these because I do want to make sure that I have enough candy or Pokemon to be able to trade over a certain amount of distance for the next level. Yeah, right, it doesn't even matter. But seriously though, I'm gonna transfer some of these. Here we go, it's 74. Okay, 72 total. Let's see what we get. 72 with the boost. Wow, 90, man, I wish the XL candy always looked like this. There you have it, guys. And the goal for level 77 is try to do it in 24 hours. So it is 7:51 p.m. Can we get this done by 7:51 p.m. tomorrow on Saturday? Happy Halloween, peace.